Okay, let's go. All right, let me just say that you are listening to 89.5 Kpoo in San Francisco. I'm from San Francisco. I was born and raised in the city, and my family is from Mexico. We had neighbors who had a band who played Jibaro music, and as a young kid, I remember listening to it, and I thought, man, this is great. I didn't know what it was, but to this day, I've always loved that particular style of the folkloric music from Puerto Rico. Happens to be one of my favorite in the world. And also, we heard salsa. We always heard salsa because the mission was always a mix of people, of Boricuas, Cubanos, Central Americans, de todos. So you can't help but be influenced by that in our taste and what we eat and all that. I love it. Esta es la música jíbara de Puerto Rico que a mí me encanta mucho, mucho. Saludos a Puerto Rico y a mi barrio aquí en La Misión. All right. Well, it's going to be 40 years. It'll be 40 years. It's been a long time. I really date myself when I say that, but how about if I just say it's been a long time? One of the first jobs I had was working for Centro de Cambio, which was a non-profit organization that dealt with folks that wanted to get clean, wanted to detox. And also, one of my responsibilities was promoting the services we offered. And I had never, ever been in a radio station. But I thought, man, this is really great, out of the small room, with this equipment, you're able to broadcast to so many people. So I met my good friend there, who we're still friends to this day, who became my mentor and taught me radio. My first show on the air was in 1972. I was over at KPFA. I was part of the strike at KPFA, and basically they weren't really meeting the needs of poor people in the community. So I was one of those people. In fact, I did lock myself into the studio at KPFA and was subsequently banned for many years. But I was asked to come back. Could you believe it? So I went back and I started producing a show there on Saturday nights that became very, very popular. I ended up at Kpoo, back in the early 70s, I think it was. And I've been here ever since. I had an opportunity to work in commercial radio, which I didn't like one bit, And because I could only play certain tracks and I had to do the weather, sports, what the hell did I care about all that, But so I quit, of course, before I got fired. You're not going to get your music played if you're an independent artist, and unless, imagine the tons of music that comes through any station. So many of it gets tossed. But we, on the other hand, we will listen to it. We know the effort this person made to get this on the CD form. It took a lot of work, it took arrangements, it took time, it took money, studio time, all that. So I'm going to give you some credit for doing all that, and I'm going to give it a listen. Ella canta tan lindo, tan lindo. El ambiente. Está bueno, ese está bueno. I was talking about this recording that I think it's one of the best recordings to come out. It's she co-produced her own recording, which says a lot. This woman has paid her dues. She's been singing for years and years now, and it's her moment. She was in Los Angeles, and I heard she just tore up the show. It was great. Yo no pido nada. And basically, I think people tune into the show because they really want to be entertained and hear great music. They want to get away from la rutina de la semana. Y eso yo lo sé muy bien. Creo ese es la clave de este show. Es de que quieren escuchar la buena salsa. And that's what they get. When I was diagnosed in 2008, it's the most horrible news you want to hear. It really is, because you think, oh my God, my life is around when I die. You think you're going to die right away, but it doesn't really happen that way all the time, right? So I was lucky. I consider myself to have been able to get the treatment that I needed at the time that I needed, and I continue to take my supplements, and I do alternative medications, which I really have faith in and have kept me going this far. People ask me all the time. People write me. I get emails, and people always want to know, how you doing, Chata? I'm not dead yet, okay? I will continue to do my show, and the main thing is that I want people to know, no, I can't say I'm in remission. I'm not. Okay, but the thing is, you have to have faith, and it keeps you going. And my therapy is coming to Kpoo and playing some slamming salsa. What I do want to say is that I'm stable. I'm stable. People know that I went to Cuba for some treatment, and I'm trying to get back again to complete my treatment there. And that I go into the hospital again in June for a CT scan that lets me know whether I go in for chemo or not. So people, there you have it. I'm all right. I'm here, and I make it as often as I can, and I love to come to Kpoo. So, en eso estamos. Once again, this is from her second recording. It's called Ahora Mismo Te Me Vas. Well, of course, I would like for the music to continue, the quality of music, because I think the best quality of music comes from the independent labels that you only hear on public radio. I would like to just leave a legacy that, we continue promoting the music, la música afro-cubana, and that stations like this continue to exist, that always have their doors open and ears open and hear music. I live for salsa. I do, serious. Sin mi música yo me muero, de verdad. Sin mi música yo me muero.
Good job, mismo, pa' luego es tarde, recógelo todo y no me